Florida man beat child for nearly 30 minutes over missing couch cushion, deputies say. USA Today. According to authorities, Lance Rachel, 42, told the boy he would break his jaw. His wife, Kimberly Rachel, was also arrested for failure to report. Below are your comments. "It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men," is a quote attributed to Frederick D. Oglass, highlighting the importance of nurturing children early in life to prevent future issues there than trying to fix problems later as adults. "Please let me have this child and give him a loving home. My only child, special needs, passed 10 years ago, cardiomyopathy and other issues. I would love to take this child and give him a home with lots of love. Sometimes the guards just have to let it slip what he is in for, and then have an emergency situation. And on the other side of the facility. Too many parents who do not know the difference between discipline and punishment. Not that a missing sofa cushion should provoke either. Wonder how many times this poor kid was beaten before this incident came to light. This is just heartbreaking. I hope that child is placed in a good, safe home. And the parents, well. I was raised by a beautiful, very abusive mother in the late 60s, mid-70s. My father was always working and knew very little about it. To this day, when I read a story like this, my heart sinks. The charge should be attempted bleep for both parents. Life in prison, no parole. The interesting thing is, the article did not call him the son of the parents. I wonder if this was a foster family? That's called frustration, not discipline. Beating or spanking or hitting of any kind is punishment, not disciplining. To discipline a child is to teach a routine to affect behavior. It is legal to spank your child in all 50 states. It is not legal to spank them with any weapon, including a belt. It is also not legal to choke your child or threaten to break their jaw. It also doesn't help anything other than teaching the child their parent is dangerous, and punching children in the face is a legitimate technique for child rearing. I hope Lance meets some less than friendly people in jail and they help him with his jaw alignment. If a mother stands by and allow her child to be abused either physically, emotionally, or verbally by any man, be it the husband or the boyfriend, this child should not be returned to her under any circumstances. Period. I don't even have children yet, but there's not a person in the world who could lay a hand on my child and live to see another day. My mother used to let her husband, not my dad, beat me and my brother with a belt. One time it was so bad that it hurt to sit down for weeks and was badly bruised. I told a friend whose mom called the cops. They showed up, he told them he was just disciplining me. They left, I got another beating due to that. He also used to make us brush our teeth with bar soap if we didn't brush them good enough. I hope THEY both rot in you know where. No one should ever be given permission to abuse a child. My husband was beat by his father during childhood. He's 48 years old now and still battles nightmares about it. So many abused children in this country because it's normalized by people who were abused as children. This child is not wanted or cared for, and he will have children one day and treat them this way as well. Just because you can have children does not mean you deserve to be a parent and beat your kids like they're an object. This kid has no options. I dearly hope this child is not returned to the two people who tortured or allowed such torture. I won't even use the word parent, because these two in no way resemble reliable guardians. People shouldn't always be incentivized to have children. Everyone isn't suited, and the level of responsibility and potentially stress isn't for everyone. I hope that child never has to set eyes on his DNA donors again, gets the counseling he needs, and a loving family to go to. For the DNA donors, I hope they get a whole lot of prison justice. My parents never used physical punishment. Worse, they would tell me I disappointed them. At 70, I have never been in trouble with the law. Mom must be proud of the man she married. And failing to act makes her just as culpable as if she joined in on the abuse. If anyone beat one of my kids, including friends, relatives, teachers, even my own spouse, they will wake up in the ICU. I'd take the heat, no problem. How sad, this man should not be allowed near this child again. And I'm guessing that he does the same to his wife, and that's probably why she didn't help, because she feared what would happen to her. But she should have intervened if she cared about her child. This guy belongs in a deep hole covered in honey with fire ants. I hope the child is permanently removed from that home. Even if dad never laid a finger on him again, that dad is teaching impatience and flying off the handle for no reason. That's emotional abuse. Furthermore, the kid could end up just like him and the cycle will continue. The punishment should be what he gave his child, then throw him in jail, also his wife. Please do not let that child go back to his parents. If that child ever ends up back in that home, every caseworker, judge, and otherwise authoritarily involved person needs to be held legally accountable for child endangerment. And if anything happens to that kid again there, they should be charged with whatever crimes are committed. Maybe then we'd realize sending this kid back home to a violence most can't bear to imagine on a child is inflicted, and the one person with the singularly most profound job in the world, mother, watched it happen and didn't bleep that man on the spot, would be a really horrible. Yes, you can punish your child, even spank them, but beating with a belt, nope. Belts, shoes, hands, etc. were used on myself and siblings. It does nothing but cause pain, anger, and resentment. I don't believe in spanking or anything that causes pain. You can discipline a child by taking things away and making them earn them back. When they become adults, they will know that if they do wrong, things like their freedom will be taken away. Adults know that they are not going to get spanked if they break the law. Can someone please explain to me why the only people you're legally allowed to assault in this count are children? Why is corporal punishment allowed at all? This is horrible. I clicked on it to find out if this abused child survived and will be alright. The article gives barely any details. That man should spend no less than 8 years in prison, not a day less, so that when he gets that boy will be of a size to defend himself. The woman should spend a long stretch in jail. Monstrous that she did nothing to defend the child or report the child beater. But she might be a battered woman, terrified into submission. Thank goodness that child was rescued from that horrid home, and I hope they'll find him a loving F.A. Miley. Take them to the train station. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.